Fellow derivative traders, I wish to add on something regarding the device that you're actually using to trade. So when you are trading on derivative, you can actually trade using your PC, you can trade using your mobile phone. So it is always advisable when you are trading that is on derivative, make sure at least you have two devices. You can have a mobile phone and a laptop, or you can have two mobile phones. Either way, work best. But it is advisable the device that you are actually using to load the robot. Make sure it's a powerful device, a device with a good RAM and also a good processor. Especially if you are doing something like matches and you are using a device that is actually lagging, you'll never win the game on matches. Because for you to play matches, unless you are doing some kind of gambling on matches, but if you are trying to precisely trade on matches, you need a very, very good device, a device with a good RAM, with a good refresh rate, good processor, so that the moment you click the start button, the robot will instantly take the trades. So there are so many factors. There's a lot of stuff to learn in trading. We have learned all this stuff through experience. So when it comes to trading, device really matters a lot. You really need a good device. So if you are a beginner or you are someone who is aspiring to become a derivative trader, first of all, start investing on equipments. You can first of all get a good laptop. Make sure you get a good laptop, a laptop with some good RAM, at least something like 8GB RAM. The most important stuff when it comes to trading is the RAM and the processor, so that at least you are sure of the device will not lag behind. You can actually get a simple, that is a very cheap laptop a very cheap laptop with a good RAM, at least of something like actually most of the laptop that are actually the Core i7, you get them at most of them they have a that is a RAM of 16GB. That is actually a very, very good machine when it comes to trading. And when it comes to something like a mobile phone, it should at least have should at least have something like 4GB RAM, and that will be a good device for trading. Otherwise, device really matters a lot when it comes to trading, because the moment you just load a robot on a device that is actually lagging, that means there is some kind of a delay. So instead of this robot performing effectively, or for example, let's say like in a span of like 10 seconds, the robot is supposed to take let's say for example something like 7 trades. So instead of taking something like 7 trades, it will take something like 3 trades. By the end of the day, it means like there is some kind of delays, and those delays is what we don't want, because you don't want to get to the market just for a few minutes and just leave. So device is a key factor. The next thing that I wish to talk about is your internet speed. In case there is a problem with your internet speed, that means the robot will be lagging or the robot will be hanging. And that is a big problem, because the moment your internet goes down, that means the robot is not running, or it is actually taking a lot of time to take the trades. That means, for example, if you are trading something like under 8, for example, the first trade was a win, the second one was a loss, that is the robot struck on, for example, something like a digit 8. Because of that lagging, there is a possibility that by the time the robot is getting back online, at that specific moment, digit 8 is being generated. So if you want peace and if you don't want to lose money on trading, I would advise you first of all, take time. I invest on your device, invest on trading devices. Like myself, I have a device like for every account that I use to trade has a device. So every account that I use to okay, of course I normally don't use one derivative account for my own reasons, which I'll come to explain in one of the videos, the reason why I normally use almost 4 accounts to trade on derivative. But mostly it's normally on something we call manipulation, to avoid being manipulated. But I'll do a video and explain that on how you can be able to, how you can go to the way around manipulation. But when it comes to devices, I normally make sure like each and every account has a device, at least either a laptop or a mobile phone. And every time before you trade, have 2 devices. One device, load the robot. The other device, you can be on the derivative trader. You are checking on the market, so that anytime you realize like the market has changed and you have not hit your TP, just pause the robot. Because if you don't pause the robot and the market has completely changed, the next thing that awaits you are just losses. And because by the end of the day we did come on derivative to lose money, why don't you just pause that robot? So first of all, invest on trading devices. Have a very stable internet connection, because if internet is a problem, my friend, the trade will have to gonna fuck you around. So you have actually to invest on internet and also invest on the devices. When you talk of devices, there's no specific device that you can't trade with, as long as it's a device that has a good refreshing rate, a good processor, and a good RAM. But if you are to ask me on a device to recommend, I would recommend a Samsung device. Those the Samsung, I find it performing way more better when it comes to trading. Even it performs even better when it comes. There are some robots actually, like I have a robot that cannot. I have one robot that you cannot actually even use it on iPhone, because the moment you use like you load that robot on an iPhone, like it just start dragging, hanging. Okay, so like some kind of you'll see some like that robot is a bit slow. But when you load it on a Samsung device, for example, something like S23, S24, or even something like even like Note 10 Plus, the performance is actually always awesome. So it is advisable, first of all, before you start trading, invest on devices, invest onto your internet. You can have, for example, a Wi-Fi at your home, and any speed from around like 10 Mbps will actually, or even something like 8 Mbps. Yeah, you really don't need a lot of resources. You just need something that you can rely on. So as you take trades, the moment you start becoming profitable, in case you don't have some good devices, you can start by buying a good mobile phone, and that will actually give you a push. Then you can just use any laptop to analyze the market. Then as time goes by, every day we are trading to make profit and make our lives better. So let's first of all invest on resources. Trading is not just about get into the market and trading. You need a good device. A good device will give you good results. So invest on resources, invest on gadgets that actually helps you to make money. So I don't really have much to say, but I actually found this question. Actually, I have a number of people who came to my inbox asking the same question. I also saw a number of guys quarreling over the same question regarding the devices. So always invest on the device. So this idea of unaenda kutrade na nionle, I don't find it wise unless you don't love your money. Yeah, but in case you love your money, have a good device, my friend. Yeah, and if you can manage to get something like a Samsung, it would be way more better. You will be able to perform better on when it comes to trading. Even if you go to those popular traders that try to check the kind of devices that they are actually using to trade. So they really don't have to tell you which device they are using, because they are recording those videos. You can actually be able to watch that video and tell which device they are using to trade. Like you can really tell most of them are actually using Samsung, because it gives the best results. So in case you want to trade something like matches, have a look for a Samsung device. It will actually give you the best result. Yeah. So that's all, guys. Let's meet in the next video. It's actually late night. I thought I just do this video before I get to sleep. So have a good weekend. Goodbye.